There's a scene in one of the Kill Bill movies, actually, oddly enough, where she is like paralyzed. I don't know, from like a drug that was in her system, and then she like finds some way to get into the back of a truck or something, and she stares at her toe and she says, "Move, like move your big toe," and after a few seconds on screen, she does it, and she did that with every one of her like body parts until she can move again. I did that for years. Just stared at my body and said, "Move your index finger, move your big toe." Sometimes vocalizing it like out loud, but sometimes just thinking it. I tried every different way to do this to try to get some movement back. And it's hard because it actually is like taxing, like physically taxing on my body, which is something I would have never expected because it's not like I'm moving, but it feels like there's a buildup of, I don't know, the only way I can describe it is there are like signals that aren't getting through from my brain down because my there's that gap in my spinal cord. So brain down and then from my hand back up to the brain. And so it feels like those signals get stuck in whatever body part that I'm trying to move, and they just build up and build up and build up until they burst. And then once they burst, I get like this really weird sensation of everything sort of like dissipating back out to level, and then I do it again. It's also just like a fatigue thing, like a muscle fatigue, but without actually moving your muscles. It's very, very bizarre. And then, if you try to stare at a body part or think about a body part and move for 2, 3, 4, sometimes 8 hours, it's very taxing on your mind. It takes a lot of focus. Um, it was a lot easier at the beginning because I wasn't able to like control a TV in my room or anything. I wasn't able to control any of my environment. So for the first few years, a lot of what I was doing was staring at walls. And so obviously I did a lot of thinking, and I tried to move a lot, just over and over and over again.
So you never gave up sort of hope there, just
No.
training hard essentially.
Yep. And I still do it. I do it like subconsciously. And I think that helped a lot with things with Neuralink, honestly.
Yeah.
It's something that I talked about the other day at the all hands that I did at Neuralink's Austin facility.
Welcome to Austin, by the way.
Yeah, hey, thanks, man. I went to
Nice
school.
hat.
Hey, thanks, man. The Gigafactory was super cool. I went to school at Texas A&M, so I've been around before.
So you should be saying welcome to me.
Yeah,
Welcome to Texas, Lex. Yeah,
yeah.
I get you.
um, but yeah, I was talking about how a lot of what they've had me do, especially at the beginning, well, I still do it now, is body mapping. So like there will be a visualization of a hand or an arm on the screen, and I have to do that motion, and that's how they sort of train the algorithm to like understand what I'm trying to do. And so it made things very uh, seamless for me, I think.
That's really, really cool. So
Yeah,
it's amazing to know because I've learned a lot about the body mapping procedure,
yeah,
with like with the interface and everything like that. It's cool to know that you've been essentially like training to be like world class at that task.
yeah, yeah. I've I don't know if other quadriplegics, like other paralyzed people, give up. I hope they don't. I hope they keep trying, because I've heard other paralyzed people say like, don't ever stop. They tell you 2 years, but you just never know. You